Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So this weekend, a bit different from the last video. This weekend it's all about my bike. You can see my bike just here. Actually just about to try an MOT it. Just realised the MOT is about to run out in a week. So yeah, take it for the MOT, see how she gets on. I've done absolutely no maintenance to it. I'm just sort of winging it as I seem to do everything these days. So yeah, we'll take it for an MOT, see how she gets on. Hopefully she gets a pass. We'll wait and see further on in the video. Right, so last bit of the video there, I was just about to go for an MOT. First corner I hit, first corner, put the indicator on, it's doing the whole blink, 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 blink really quick, and I was like, oh my god, I've popped a bulb already. So I've come home, picked up a spare bulb. Now, obviously the lenses are clear as you can see, so you have to put in one of these orange bulbs, because obviously your indicators have got to flash amber. So before I've even removed the lens, look at this. It's just hanging on there. I don't know, I really don't know how that's happened, but obviously that's allowed some moisture or water or whatever to get in, and that's like popped my bulb because it's obviously shorted out or something, I'm assuming. But I really don't know how this has become loose. So I think my next task, obviously I don't think I know, my next task is going to be to remove this lens, change the bulb, and hopefully it'll work again. If not, I'm going to be tracing wires. So here goes. Right, so this is what it looks like. It's just a single screw here, and that screw just holds the lens in. It clips in here at the other side. So the bulb actually looks okay, which is a bit surprising. So it could just be a bit of a dry joint. So I'll give that a wee look at and see what happens. Right, so this is both the bulbs side by side. You can see there is a bit of rust there on this one that I've just taken out. So this new one, I'm just going to put that in and see if it works. Although the filament of this, don't know if you can see, the filament looks okay, but I'm thinking maybe there's a bit of corrosion here, and we're not getting quite a good pickup on the electrics. So we'll get this bulb in and hopefully she'll start flashing. Right, so that's the new bulb in. I can't actually get a twist on it. You see the bayonet there, there's sort of pin. You might be able to twist it around and it's just like a normal bayonet you would get in a house, like on your house lights. So that bayonet pin's meant to spin round, but obviously I don't want to squeeze the glass bulb too much. So we'll give it a wee test, and if it works like that, I'm just going to leave it like that. So bear with me, sorry about the shaky camera. I'll get the indicator on here. That seems to be working fine to me. So we'll get the lens back on. Like I say, it's just one screw anyway. It's just this screw here goes into the lens. So we'll get the lens back on. I think she's ready to take and see what happens. Right, so here she is. She's all ready to go. Couple of wee things that I am a little bit concerned about. So there's a bit of travel in the back brake. Maybe a bit too much. I've made sure that the brake light at the back here is coming on with both obviously the front lever and the brake pedal as well. But the pedal itself, I noticed when I was riding it, sorry, screwdriver there, I'm holding that in my hand, there is quite a lot of brake movement there in the pedal. And another thing that I'm going to try and get away with, I've got my Delcovic pipes there, I've not put the baffles in. It is quite loud, but it's at the MOT tester's discretion. If it fails for that, I'm going to be kicking myself, I know, but I'll come back and I'll put them in. It's just a wee bit of a pain to fit them, so I'd rather just try and pass it the way it is. But fingers crossed she goes through. She's no in too bad condition considering she's a 96. So yeah, she's running a wee bit ropey on cold start up. Probably could do a wee bit of attention to the carbs, but again, it's just time, and once she warms up, she runs fine. So I've just not got round to that yet. Anyway, let's get it through for an MOT. Right, here we are. EMS autos in Fife, as you can see on the sign there. Bike's just a way to go in, and hopefully she does okay. Right, here we are back. So that's a year's MOT on her. A couple of wee things needed done. Nothing major, nothing actually needing reported. What I would say is she is needing a bit of TLC, a bit of cleaning up. It's quite some time since I took this bike down to a bare frame and give her like a thorough sort of restoration. I do plan on doing it again in the future, probably next year, not so much this year, I've got too much going on. But next year I'll certainly take the swinging arm off, give the bearings a bit of a grease up and whatnot, because it's just basic maintenance really that she's needing. But for this year, just going to, let's see if we can get this in shot. Like, I'm just going to polish up all my hangers and like the wheels. The wheels are, I don't know, you can see it, like the wheels are all kind of marked. It is bare aluminium that I've taken the rims down to, so I use brasso wheel, and basically just keep polishing it up with the wheel, because the actual aluminium's been smoothed out with the different grades of paper, sandpaper. So once you use that brasso wheel, they come up really quite nice. You do get black, it's like you've worked down a coal mine for the day, but it just makes the bike look more appealing anyway. So I'll give it a wee bit of a clean up and just use it this year, and probably next year we'll give it a bit of a strip down again. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.